Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the Aortic African Cancer Dialogues. My name is Miriam Mutebi, and I'm a member of the Education and Training Committee. Joining us today is the co-chair of the Education and Training Committee, Dr. Nazik Hamad, who's going to tell us a little about the ethos behind this brand new initiative. Dr. Hamad, welcome.
Thank you so much, Miriam, for this introduction, and thank you to eCancer for giving us the opportunity to introduce this very important initiative for us. It's really about African Cancer Dialogue is about translating emerging evidence and best practices on cancer diagnosis, treatment, prevention, and other aspects of care delivery to the reality of the continent. So the series, when we thought about it, the idea was that we needed to identify, reflect, discuss, and dialogue with oncologists and patients in Africa to enhance collective understanding of new clinical knowledge and to contextualize it to different settings on the continent. Because we know there's always emerging evidence, and the series is about exploring how groundbreaking data from clinical trials and other important research findings will be translated into clinical practice. It will involve talks and interviews with a panel of African experts who will interpret these findings, both from clinical and health system research at major oncology conferences around the globe, and discuss their application to clinical practice in low resource setting. So the panel will share, for each topic, will share insights on how these findings could best be applied practically to diverse resource setting. It will interrogate the major clinical finding and look at ways to enhance understanding around health systems, research, implementation science, and also very important aspects for us in Africa, which is value, quality, and cost effectiveness of care. And most importantly, it will provide an opportunity for emerging leaders of oncologists to engage with more seasoned clinicians and provide a shared platform to share innovation and novel approaches for care delivery in sub-Saharan Africa. And this is an initiative of the AORTIC Education and Training Committee. So for our first pilot, we are looking at ASCO 2020 annual meeting, which is a major scientific meeting, and our objective is to from this pilot is to create a continental platform, as I said, to translate new research finding and to develop understanding of health system and value-based care, and to communicate oncology processes and expectations of treatment to patients in Africa, and to also facilitate the training of young oncologists and researchers on the delivery of high-quality educational material.
Thanks, Nazik. I think you've done a great summary about the this very new and very exciting project. As we said, the ethos remains primarily around this to create a continental dialogue where we're speaking to each other, interrogating the evidence, and seeing how that translates into practice for our regions. I think part of what we've been seeing, especially is with this pilot, we've had a couple of expert panelists, both probably early career oncologists and more seasoned oncologists, interrogating the evidence, asking questions, and fundamentally trying to look at how this translates into care. And I think one of the interesting bits and the most exciting bits for viewers is going to be the concepts around the commonality, the common threads that sort of tie us all in. Key issues around healthcare, access, delivery, and barriers to care, and sort of developing a communal hub to look at how can we address these challenges and see how we can optimize care for our patients. So it looks like a very exciting time, I would say, and a very interesting initiative that I think we all as part of the Education and Training Committee are happy to carry forward. My question to you is, how do you see the next steps evolving beyond the pilot?
So just going back to your point, I think what's exciting about this pilot is that previously, after all the major, conferences like ASCO, ESMO, people would, read commentary by others who are not actually from the continent, and or the evidence will be interpreted for people from outside the continent. But this time the evidence will be interpreted by oncologists on the ground who are seeing patients, and also researchers who are conducting research there. So I think what we would like from this is to get feedback from our viewers. Hopefully they will engage with it, and we will evaluate how this is being received by everyone. And we are expecting that it will actually, I'm quite excited about it personally. And so the next step is to see how we can either create more engagement with the evidence. So for example, the area of breast cancer is very important in the continent. Maybe we'll have, if the evidence, there are so many abstracts in each major conference, maybe we could create webinars around these other sorts of specific topics within the disease side, or within health services research, or whatever. So, and then we will see how it goes with the next conference, for example, ESMO, and in the future, of course, AORTIC itself. Where we will, the AORTIC meeting, for example, last time had generated a lot of interest, and we would like to engage with it in the similar manner.
So I, from what you're saying, I mean, there's definitely lots of opportunities for further growth, and lots of different trajectories that this could evolve in. And I think what would be critical is, as we said, the first step is actually having a dialogue. You know, the first steps towards sorting out any key concern is having a dialogue and acknowledging what are challenges, what are the opportunities. I think more importantly, for us to push the needle that much further towards improving care for our continent. So I foresee lots of exciting times ahead. And for the viewers, tune in. It's been great doing this series. It's been done with lots of love from all the panel expert panelists have tried to contextualize it to say, how does this apply to us? What does this actually mean for care on the continent? So watch the series, comment as much as possible, like as much as possible, or dislike, but do let us know what you think about it, and let us help to collectively improve our care for our patients. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nazik, for coming through with us.
Thank you, Miriam, for leading this, and for going ahead with all the interviews. And we're really excited and looking forward to people engaging with it and giving us feedback. Thank you.